Gay people can be trash too.
I was not expecting the microwave explosion.
Excuse me. I think I got it going. If I'm correct. Let me just scoot the microphone a little closer to me. Hello, my love. I don't know what's going on in chat, but I'm just gonna smile and nod and move along. But, yeah, welcome in, everyone. Late start today, but that's because I was asleep until, like, a little past 9. You know, how these things go. And then I started watching Schitt's Creek and, you know, eating snacks, and, you know, here we are. But now that you're here, welcome in. This is Them Filth Goblins, and I, of course, am Nerd Candy. Today I am doing the Goblin Evolution redemption for Goblin Juju. He redeemed it just this last Tuesday. I can't remember when it was, but I am gonna draw that, and we'll see how that, you know, we'll see what we come up with, right? Let me just get rid of this screen. There it is. All right, so we have our little Goblin here. So the people that choose the evolution, they don't really get a hand or a say in what happens here. So I don't technically need Juju here. So I will infer from this design how the evolution will go, because they got to decide what the goblin looked like, but I will decide what the evolution looks like. So I have to figure out how to make this a step up. So I'm just gonna do some sketches, and you know, we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so I feel like he's a goblin scientist type thing. So we're gonna just say, here's a head. Right. Get his little goblin ears. Say that. I kind of want to have like some sort of like science thing going on. Maybe like the arms would be like some sort of something. This, maybe. It would definitely be like a different avenue than I think Juju would think that his goblin would go. But I feel like it would be something neat like this. Like his arms would be like some sort of like generator, or like it would have some sort of like capabilities of mixing things up. It seems almost like gorilla shaped in nature. You wouldn't think a scientist would look more like beastly when it comes to like an evolution, but I don't know. I feel like we would still have like the collar. Maybe just a larger version of the goggles. Maybe I could shrink the arms a bit so you can see more of the body. Maybe I can have like this, the like jacket kind of be like more of a like a cover. I feel like Juju's Goblin is getting so far into the like science, like freaky science nature of it that he would transform his own body to accomplish all of its goals. Shrink it all together. I'm debating giving him wheels. I don't know. I have to figure out a lower half of his body. Or I could just have him like an actual like sort of like worm type creature. No, that would look weird. I do feel like I'm heading in the right direction, though. So, like, these would be, like, clear, hollow glass. And they'd be filled with liquid. I feel like these goggles need to be bigger. Wonder if... Ooh, I kind of like this idea. Hold on. What if we just took his legs away entirely and just added like a big ol' like thorax? Maybe just like made him more spider-like. Hi, Watha. Thank you for redeeming first. Aren't you the most beautiful, smelly little stinkling of them all?
That shit gets me hard.
You know, Torn, we actually forgot one of the goblins. I think, was it Tirana that had, another goblin? But, either way, I believe we forgot to add hers in. So we'll have to make sure to do that. Hi, Hex Machine. Okay, so we have more liquid in this tank. A new goblin screen? No, we're talking about the goblins that pop up on the screen. We forgot to add hers to the list, so that whenever she talks, hers pops up. Okay, so I feel like it's gonna be more like a Doc Ock, like spider type creature. I don't know. I'm not completely sold yet. I'll see. I'll keep working on it. See what I come up with. I mean, it would make sense with the goggles. If we did like a more spidery version. I remember, Watha, you don't get any like input on what the goblin evolution looks like. So you have to accept it no matter what. But it's not a permanent evolution. It's like Digimon, where they can turn back and forward. I'm also thinking about adding some sort of like pre-evolution, because there's babies in Digimon. Well, I guess that's what's gonna happen if that's the case. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Hex Machine. Trust you mostly. Aha, sure. That was truly a ringing endorsement. Yeah, I'm kind of into the spider idea now. But I feel like I need to do a more, like, a different type of leg. And, like, there's nothing saying that you guys can't have multiple evolutions, by the way. So you can keep redeeming this evolution thing. It's expensive, though, so, you know. You definitely gotta save up if you want multiple evolutions. I feel like part of it needs to not be clear. So, like, it needs to be like, this part is metal. Maybe with, like, some buttons or some rivets.
Piano.
Thank you for the wasabi pea. Sounds like a way to keep us down to unable to redeem things. I don't want to be frugal. I mean, what the? There's nothing saying you have to redeem the art. You could just not save up. You can just not get the art, right? What a silly man you are. Yeah, that's me. I'm just a silly Billy. The silliest Billy. Excuse me. Also, I forgot to say you're pretty, so a silly pretty man. Who, me? Oh my god. You're far too kind. I'm pretty? Is it my red, luscious lips? I know. I know it is. Okay, so I feel like I want
You're
to
such
draw...
a nasty whore. God, you're disgusting.
Yeah, that. I want to draw, like... Not reference. Merge down. Want to draw, like, extra legs, but I feel like I don't want them, like, poised like a spider would be. I feel like I want them just kind of like cables dragging along the ground. Kind of like with, like, outlet plugs. You know what I mean? I'm gonna draw the cables better than this, but like, just kind of throwing where they would be. Give 'em noodle legs. That would be funny. I feel like I want to draw the goggles cutting into his mouth to make it extra creepy. I feel like this needs to be wider. Hold on. Yeah, like this. I feel like we're getting there. Like I need to draw these cables thinner. Here's what they would look like actually three-dimensional. So instead of, you know, like this would be the real one, instead of whatever the fuck this is. I just needed to know where they were gonna go, where they were gonna go. Like, I'm good. Good. Try for sleep again. Hope you have a good stream. Make the best evolution. Thank you so much, Waltha. Thanks for hanging out and sleep well. Talk to you soon. feel like I need to have some sort of, like, bands on the, like, little ball back here. No, maybe I don't need to make it that complicated. Instead of liquid, though, I kind of want to fill these with berries. Because, I mean, the batteries are made from berry juice. Also, it would make it a gross, more, like, spider-like appearance. Like, it would have, like, a sack full of spider eggs on its back. So it would look something like that. Maybe one of the little limbs could be back here. Let's cut this part off. Put it on another layer. There we go. Something like this. Ugh. Nice lo-fi is full of bullshit. I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't want words in my lo-fi. I could shit myself. Jesus. Ugh. Like, literally all the lo-fi has had words in them, and I don't want words. Why the fuck would you do that? Hi, Fiery Bacon. I don't know, like, it bugs me when lo-fi has people talking in it. Like, I don't want to hear words in my lo-fi. So, like, every time that happens, I just get so frustrated. Also, hi, Bacon. How are you? Eepy. What you been doing today? I slept for most of the day. I will admit that. I kind of want to have two tiny little hands kind of peeking out from underneath the jacket. Kind of like this. Let me lower the chest here. Fucking same. I didn't get out of bed until fucking almost noon. Wow. I got out of bed early because we went to like a food truck thing. But then around like 3 or 4, I got back into bed and didn't wake up until about between 9 and 10. So it wasn't, it wasn't the most productive of days. Okay, so we'll have his 2 little hands peeking out here, holding on to his jacket. Missed a PS party with one of my friends around like 9 a.m. was slumped. Had like 3 missed party invites. Fucker tried calling the phone, which he knows is always on vibrate like 8 times. I logged in, motherfucker's like, where the fuck have you been? My god. Sorry you missed out on it. Should I go ahead and just make the jacket just cover his entire body like this? Yeah, I think I might. That would be more interesting. I did a bunch of gaming and landed myself an interview next week for a job offer. Ooh, congratulations, Bacon! How exciting! Clap, clap, clap. I don't have a clap emote for my character here, so I'll just wave like this and go like this. Congratulations, Bacon. I need to set up a twerk emote for my my character. Exactly, thank you. That's so cute. I want a twerk emote on our channel so bad. Maybe I'll make a Gideon twerk emote. We can get away with it. Sounds easiest for washing trailers and whatnot for trucks and such. Strike my city, $20 an hour and met the requirements, which is fuck. Wow, $20 an hour. That's pretty good. stopped and reviewed stuff today. We set up an interview. Nice. Well, I am crossing my little fingies for you, and I hope it goes well. This music is so intense, but at least there's no words in it. Not me thinking that said Chatrots. Yeah, Chatot is a weird... That's a weird Pokemon. I don't think I ever got behind the, like, parrot-type Pokemon. Like some lo-fi with words, some without. I have some synthwave songs that even with words are fucking just fucking organic, orgasmic. There we go. Yeah, I like me some synth music. Especially without words in it. I don't want to think. I don't want to think about what the people are saying in my song. Actually, I might just copy and paste this one over damn here. Be a little lower. Right here. There we go. Yeah, like something like this. Very spider-like. Sleep well, fiery bacon. Have a good night. I feel like I kind of want to make the head smaller. Trying to see if there's any other details I can add in, but I think this'll have done it. I kind of want to copy and paste both of the... Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. I cut and paste this. Then I copy and paste this tank so that both of the tanks match. Louis Berry is going to be squashed and turned into juice to make the battery acid. Exactly. Tank details. So welcome back, my love. Hopefully the bloody tray of instruments was not too bloody and or tray-like. I feel like I need to do a better job of drawing these little feet cups. It looks something like this. Thank you for the shout out for Hex Machine. Last streaming art? Really? Hex Machine, what were you drawing? I don't even know if you're still in the chat, but now I'm curious. tattoo artists believe. Don't know if that's what they're doing an art stream for, though. Ah, gotcha. That would be a fun career to get into. I wonder if I could become a tattoo artist. I mean, I can, but I wonder what it would take to do it. Could you imagine, Torn, if I became a tattoo artist? I would just have my tattoo gun at home. All the time, just tattooing you. I would practice on you. You'd be my live human sketch pad. I'm an apprentice. Someone I follow on IG that is apprenticing now, but it's in the UK, so the process may be different there. Ah, I see. It's so nice to be married to a tattoo artist. Uh-huh. All them free tattoos. I guess probably not entirely free. I would probably make you pay for the ink. I'd be like, bitch, you pay for that. You pay for that. I think this design looks good.
You gay people.
Oh, hi, Giggly Puss Gang. I think this is a proper evolution. Oh, my butt. Feel like I want to copy and paste one of these. I feel like I want to paste this side so it's more even. Let me see. Let's erase this. Then erase what's behind here, maybe. I don't know if that works. And yes, I am gonna color it. So all of these little lenses are all different sizes. Let's do one here. I guess it's okay to have them asymmetrical. I want them to look kind of mad science-y. Oh, that scared me. What a jarring sound that is. I wasn't able to catch the last part of your art stream, Justice. Did you get your drawing done properly? I know you weren't feeling it for a bit there. And I know that that's something that you and I share when we're both drawing. Close, not much left. Ooh, exciting. If I didn't want to pay save, it really truly is like such a mood when you're drawing something and you're not feeling it, how your motivation just plummets. Like, so many of like my art streams on here have started like, ew, I don't like this, I don't want to keep going, and I almost press the stop streaming button. But then people are like, no, 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 keep going. And I'm like, all right, fine. And then it turns out okay, and I'm like, okay, I admit I was wrong. Man, Juju's evolution is kind of spooky, but I like it. It's very spider-like, which I think is what I ended up wanting to do. And yes, I wanted to make him super maniacal looking. Because he's like a mad scientist gone too far. No! No words! No! How dare. Alright, let's see if we can do some line art here. I kind of want to have some of the lenses just like asymmetrical. Hold on. Let me do a whole circle here. Go. I feel like I need to do more upgrades to the glasses to make them a little more advanced looking. Oh yeah. I think I'm on an appropriate layer. We're good. Thank you for the reminder. Kind of want to see. No. No, that wouldn't work. Would have to be, perspective-wise, it would have to be larger. like this. There we go. The game that Dan is playing looks really fun. It's like a escape room type puzzle thing. I need to look into that. Yeah, it's like a game where you're stuck in a mansion that's filled with puzzles, and you have to, like, pretty much figure them all out until you can get out. Takes a lot of brain meats. I don't know if I have the amount of brain meats it would take to, actually accomplish the puzzles, but, you know. Yeah, you a smart puzzler. I don't know about that. And you're a fart guzzler. Because it rhymes. Yeah, all of these lenses are all different sizes, but I'm okay with that. Because I feel like it's, it would be fitting for Juju's character to be like that. Or at least the evolution of it. I have to do this in a way where the teeth actually make sense circling around the spherical head. It's just Kenna is playing 7 Days to Die. I want to get back into that, and I want to get it on the other PC so we could play together. We have it on the other PC, if I remember correctly. Weren't we both playing at some point? Or was that the other PlayStation? Can't remember. No, that wouldn't make sense because we were playing with the new rules. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have it on both PCs. No, that's not looking good. But eat snacks and kill Zandies. Is that something we're planning on streaming? Because, you know, it's been a while since we'd had a duo stream, you know. And I feel like that would be a fun one. When on stream, just play one with you. Okay. But we do have to stream it one day. I mean, I'm just saying, we would have fun streaming it. We have one co-op stream though, so maybe. I would have myself up as a PNG model. Or you can have yourself up as a PNG model. I mean, I could be in here streaming it if you wanted to just be on the laptop, not worrying about, you know, appearances or the stream. If that's a good compromise. Excuse me. Screen sharing things so people can see both sides of gameplay the way homies do it. Really? Do we have that set up already? Juju website, just gotta input the link. I also think that it would be neat to have both of us as PNG tubers for that one. That way it's like consistent. Like your screen would have your PNG tuber model and my screen would have my PNG tuber model. That way it could be like a less stressed stream.
Is there any way that we could fit another one?
Hi, Juju. Do you want to see what we have so far, Juju? But yeah, I feel like a double PNG, like, dual screen thing would be super fun. So here is your new evolution. You've taken on your scientific endeavors up to the max. And you've got more of a, like, spider-like appearance, let's say. The tank on the back has berries in it, and it's made to look kind of like a spider egg sac. And the giant feet on the front, that is like tanks filled with battery acid. So this would be your evolution. I was talking earlier about how these are more Digimon-like in evolutions. So, in the vein of Digimon lore, I am leaving the evolution, I'm leaving the evolutions open, so you can actually redeem this multiple times. And you can have multiple evolutions, and I may have a pre-evolution, like a baby evolution, set up that would be cheaper, of course, because, you know, the baby would be so much easier to draw. But yeah, like a baby evolution would be super cute. I feel like I need to move the tank over. This one. Like this. So I think this tank is lower now that I'm looking at it. This tank would have to be up here. There we go. I think I got that right. I feel like I need to have a graph down. There we go. 'Cause my tanks are all fucked up. How are you doing, Juju, if you're still listening? If you haven't completely given up on me. Juju's like, ew, I hate this. I'm not coming back. Gonna be a long day. Yeah, I also slept for most of the day. I don't know if you slept for most of the day, but I slept for most of the day. I'll say that. Working earlier, but as soon as I got home, I was out. How wonderful. I love an after work nap. It just really slaps. Ugh, speaking of depression, I have to go pick up my medication tomorrow. I keep forgetting to do that. My body was like, no. I was gonna make a song reference, but I had to like look up who sang it real quick. And I looked it up and I was like, never mind, I'm not gonna make that song reference. We get to look upon your lovely face again, but only when you're feeling up for the streamings. Yeah, exactly. Just like we tell all the other people that stop streaming, there's no pressure to come back. But we miss your faces. It's always like that, right? Man, there used to be so many people that streamed. Remember those days? I remember. Would you consider that the golden age of Twitch? I know terrible things were happening, but I mean, my question stands. No, I wasn't saying you quit. I'm just saying it's on the same like level of no pressure, because we don't like to pressure people.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Poofs. Yeah, Poofs is another one. Poofs is another one that hasn't come back. Hi, Dan. Oh, look at that. I'm watching myself now. Order up. It's a noodle raid. Give me all them noodles in my mouth. But welcome in. Oh, look at that little goblin on the screen. Little monkey goblin. Hi, Bogo. Hi, Jushi. Hi, Dan. Want these noodles, bruh? You want these noodles, bruh? I'll take those noodles, bruh. Put those noodles right in my mouth. Too poor to return. Got lots of things to get. Uh-huh. You know, I'm pretty sure your old model still works. I'm just saying, Poofs. How was the puzzling going, Dan? I mean, I was watching, but I was silently watching. Because, you know, I was doing, you know, this. Does, but disrespectfully to hell with that artist. Uh-huh. Playing Escape from Mistwood Mansion, and then learned I messed up from literally the beginning. I'm gonna retry that at a later date. Then died in a horrible DBD. How do you mess up from the beginning? What do you mean? Did an earlier puzzle affect the way that your later puzzles went? Because if so, that sucks. What a crappy way for the puzzles to go. Hackers, I was supposed to be carrying through the whole game and I left it in the first room. Could you not go back? Nope. What? Wow, that's such bullshit. Damn. That's bullshit. I would have been pissed. Oh, that's so annoying. Like, I'm seething with annoyance for you. Because I was watching you take a long time for these puzzles, and only for it to not matter? Not me just rubbing it in, though. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to rub it in. I'm just, you know, I'm just saying. It sounds frustrating. Okay, rub away. Oh, yeah. Oh. Never mind. Man, that gets me every time. Okay, so what here? I'm trying to even out some of the drawing because it's a little lopsided. That's why I'm kind of going through the graph and everything here. I did not do an introduction to the channel, but let me do that now. That way it's not a complete waste. Welcome in, everybody. This is Dem Filth Goblins, and I am Nerd Candy. Today I am drawing an evolution to Goblin Juju's Goblin. And here is the shot in the wide here. I'm gonna lay down. Hope the rest of the stream goes well. Thank you, Dan, for the raid in, and sleep well, or at least rest well. And thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully this will look good by the end. I have a feeling it's going to look good by the end. Let's just say that. All right, good. This side is done, and I am fully gonna copy and paste this entire thing. And y'all are just gonna have to deal with that. Yoink. I'm not drawing that shit again. I love digital art. It allows you to be a little bit lazier than you would normally have to be if using pen and paper. Also, I may have a to-go container of room temperature nachos that I might poke at in a moment. So if you hear crunching, no you don't. Only know how to doodle on pen and paper. Poofs, you better get used to digital art real fucking fast. I gotta tell you that. You're gonna have a nice, beautiful iPad soon. But I'm weak and delicate. Also, remember, you mentioned a birthday present for me earlier today. So if you get a birthday present back, you aren't allowed to say nothing. Just so you know. And so your children know. I don't think it's against the rules at all. I think it falls exactly into the rules that we never established. And in case you try and argue with me, remember, you started it. Also, I guess technically you didn't start it, but I do have a slowly growing pile of items that I have been buying for you anyway. So I guess technically I am cheating at what I just said. What? Advanced bullying? Oh. I thought you knew, Poofs. I thought you knew that I was a sadist. That was what we shared in common. Yeah. It still gets me. Same. Although I actually have sniffed Bogo in person, so I guess I can't say much. I mean, I don't know if he knows that I purposefully let him, or that he purposefully wait. I don't think he knows that. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I sniffed him and he didn't notice. Let's say that. Or maybe he did notice and just pretended he didn't. I also sniffed Justice and Dan, so you know, take that. Yeah, you smelled nice. You all smell nice. I'm aware of all sniffing. I appreciate it. Okay, good. Good. Not the lopsided strap. I wore my special witch diarrhea cologne. Oh, that's what that was. See, now I'm trying to come up with a pun that mixes up feces joke and the word bewitching, but I'm not clever enough to figure it out. I'm gonna throw those on the ground. I'm gonna throw the words bewitching and a feces joke pun on the ground. Somebody pick it up and arrange it in a way that actually makes sense and is funny. be sniffing aroma of feces, PCs. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. Let's put that as a placeholder, though, in case somebody comes up with something funnier. You know, no criticism, just, you know. Also, Poofs, I give you full permission to sniff the hell out of me all you want when we meet up later this year, specifically. I've already asked off for the days, so you know, there's that. Am I having trouble with this? I'll just draw it, whatever. Not everything has to be copy and pasted. These days as well, I know an estimate. I don't know. I don't know if you need to know. I will say, if Poofs is coming in the morning, we're having a solo Waffle House date when I go pick her up from the airport. Not to say you're not invited, in so many words. Yeah, we're gonna hold hands and we don't need you judging us. Sounds homosexual. It might be. Actually, it's probably gonna be the most heterosexual thing we've ever done, to be honest with you. Like, if you think about it. Which sounds nasty. Who would ever? Was hetero while talking about chesticles. Exactly. Is it considered against TOS to talk about heterosexuals in a less than well, not in like in a disrespectful manner, or a disrespectful and or degrading manner? Is that how that works? Are they on the list of endangered species? I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm just asking. Do it internally. Same. I'll also do it internally. Morbidly endangered, and I'm reporting this stream. Oh god. I mean, if the homosexual agenda has anything to do with it. Has anyone found the agenda, by the way? I misplaced mine. I may need another copy. We're considered boobs, Walther. Pretty nice. Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Can I be Meatwad? Meatwad, Frylock, and Master Shake. Years of
Being
suffering
around you kind of makes me want to die.
Years of suffering under my own boobs have made them my enemy. Ugh, same, Watha. My titties are just so massive, they're hard to hold up. I mean, look at these. Look at these double Ds. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I just had massive boobies? I need to draw that. I need to draw like a version of this character with like massive jambalayas. DD, that was like 7th grade. Damn. Alright, so I have one more tentacle tentacle thing to do. I feel like I don't want it going in that direction. I kind of want to curve it this way. With God-forsaken sized. Do it. Exactly. That's what I want to say to the doctor. I'm all like, doctor, I've come in for boobies. Do you have size God-forsaken? And they're gonna be like, yes, we do. We keep it in the shed out back because we need a tractor trailer to pull it in. But yes. Ugh, I can't draw this last little tentacle. Maybe I'll draw it like in the air, like kind of clipping through the tank. Let's both slam our boobs on the table to cause an earthquake. Wonderful. What a wonderful thing to say. Okay, so I feel like I want one of the outlet tentacles to go this direction. I'm pretty sure this is the song that keeps getting muted whenever it plays. I think that was
My
enough.
boobs are heavy, and I need to like rest them on my desk.
Why do we have so many appropriate sounds? That was perfect. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the lo-fi that keeps getting the channel muted. Exactly. Michelle Jackson on my lo-fi. I did change it. Also, I didn't say it, but hi, Senfang. Welcome in. Feel like all these can't hear your quiet lo-fi. My ears are damaged. There we go. I turned it up a bit for you. But all of these tentacles are of different girthiness, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't feel like changing it. Also, I'm gonna copy and paste this outlet and just draw it over here. Yoink. Yeah, that'll work. The ear traumas didn't clean out, just horribly scarred and damaged like me. Same. When are we getting to that point? When are we getting to the point where we can all start just getting cybernetic enhancements? I feel like we're there, right? It's just not as accessible.
I love you.
Hi, Dagger Hill. Thank you for the check-in. And for the lurk.
Thanks for the Lurky Loo.
Lurk from Hawaii. I hope you're enjoying Hawaii, Daggerhilt. Also, that little dagger goblin. It's always so cute to see. That filthy little dagger goblin. Literally, like, just dusty as hell. And also, Watha, I'm gonna need you to stop being poor, okay? Stop it. Have you ever tried not being poor? Stop being poor. Stop being poor. Stop being poor. Exactly. That song is such a bop. It's actually on Spotify as well. What's her name? Gosh, I always forget her name. I feel like it starts with a Z. Z-Way, right? Maybe that's not with the Z, but it sounds like it starts with a Z. Ugh, been there, done that, Wappa. It's not that hard. You'll figure it out. You're smart. Jelly Duck, welcome in. How are you, Jelly Duck? What were you streaming? Let me see. Lethal Company, how are you enjoying Lethal Company? Jelly Duck, welcome in. Make bad financial decisions all the time, then throw myself into a panic. Teehee. Yeah, Poofs, you need to be careful with that. But hopefully your stream was fun. I'm assuming you were playing with friends. Is Lethal Company something you can play by yourself? I never thought of that. I'm assuming it is. Probably just, like, a lot harder. Are there, like, solo Lethal Company players out there? Kenya, that would be so hard. Jeshbet 8. Usually doesn't end well, I imagine. Oh, now I have to draw all the berries. Ugh! Why do I have such lofty ideas when it comes to drawings? I could have just made this a simple, like, liquid tank, but no, I wanted to draw, like, a shit ton of berries in here. I'll cheat a little bit. I don't want to change my mind. It's already done. Plus, this falls into the, like, spider lore better, because, you know, it's like a spider, like, egg sac. But it's good to see you too, Jelly Duck. That's not too bad. All the copy-paste tools that I'm doing, it's a lot easier. Like I'm done with the outline that I had. I think I'm good. I think I can let that go. And then I have to draw faces on all of them. I guess I don't have to draw faces on all of them. Draw faces on some of them. Some of them could just be turned the other direction. It's looking like it's full of balls, right? We're gonna see berry butts, so we know that's the case. You might. I have drawn berry butts before. We know they canonically have little booties. I feel like these balls are a little lopsided. Hurt and supple berry butts is why I returned to this stream. I mean, you know, I'm all about fan service here. If that's what you want, you know, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you good. Is it still thunderstorming here? It sounds like somebody's dragging a trash can across the driveway. I fixed it. It was driving me a little crazy because it was a little out of it was off center is the word I need to use. It looks like a gumball machine. That's funny. Yes, that too, Watha. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to color. Pain and suffering. Don't I get compensation for my pain and suffering? I don't know what that was. I just wanted to say it. No. End me now. Firm handshake and a Snickers bar. I do like Snickers bars. I think I prefer a Babe Ruth bar, but Snickers is okay. All right, there it is. What do y'all think? I'm surprised to hear you like your mouth full of nuts. I think it's the salty aspect of it. There's something about salty nuts in my mouth that just really gets me going. hate it here. The way I feel like that isn't even the first time I've heard you say that on stream. It might not have been, actually. Alright, now I have to color it, which is annoying because I know that there's like a lot of glass on here and I'm gonna have to deal with that. It's like a chest butt, yeah. Damn it. Alright. Good so far.
Thanks for the lurky loo.
Thank you for the lurk.
Pee on me.
Usagi.
I'm gonna shit.
Thank you for the wasabi pea.
Oh, I like it when it
Look at
gushes.
your little goblin pop up. Do you see it, Usagi?
You absolute piece of shit.
And where did that come from? Weird. Whoever said that is so rude. don't know how many of these sound commands he has hidden on here. Let me see.
A bitch. A jealous, nasty bitch.
My brain pills!
A bitch.
Look at my little honey slut.
Slut!
A lot of them on here.
Harlot.
You absolute piece of shit. Ew, gay people. I am such a gift.
Honestly, Usagi is a dumb bitch. Really?
That's the one I was looking for.
Honestly, Usagi is a dumb bitch. Really? Honestly, Usagi is a dumb bitch. Really? Honestly, Usagi is a dumb bitch. Really? Honestly, Usagi is a dumb bitch. Really?
I think I got my point across.
Can you get me some boar leather?
Can you give me some boar leather? It's me always asking June for mats in game, because I'm lazy. My god. You can't even go dig them up for yourself. No.
I get thirsty.
I get thirsty. Thank you. Oh, a big swig. Too busy flirting with bunny boys. I mean, I get it. I gotta flirt with all the Rothgars and Rogadins in game. I actually have successfully flirted with a lot of Rothgars and Rogadins. They're very receptive to compliments. There was one time we were in, you know those massive dungeons where you have 3 different teams of people? It was like 3 of like 8 or something. They weren't on my team, but they were on one of the other 8. And like, I would use the shout option to yell out and say, "Hey, who are you? You're hot." Of course, I also had a very aggressive free company that would also join with me and love to compliment people as well. Ew, Overwatch. God, I haven't played Overwatch in like literal years. I wonder if my account is still active. I need to pop it into the PlayStation and see. a lot of good skins. Actually, I don't want that on that layer. Let me try that again. Nope. Queues are always so long because no one plays. Wow. What Mercy mythic did they just come out with? I don't know why I had to say that so carefully. Oh, I've been seeing a lot of art of the reverse what do you call that? Where you're like chaotic neutral, evil, gender neutral. What do you call that? Alignment? Is that what it is? Yeah, I've been seeing like a lot of art of different alignments. You can shoot people with her staff. Interesting. How interesting I find that. She explodes souls instead of res. Yeah. color am I making these tanks? I want to do a blue color. Ooh, or maybe like a green color, kind of like the glass on the lenses. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Also, I see some pieces I forgot to color in. Let's go up here and do that real quick. Whoopsie. There we go. I think I got everything colored in, right?
There's that fucking bitch.
She deserves it. So hard to shop for, because I want to get you many things, but then I also don't want you to beat me up. I would never beat someone up for buying me a gift. Trying to get a way to get that glass to show things still underneath it. That's close. Can't quite tell the colors of the berries underneath the glass, but you know, they're the right color. Sorry, they're the right colors. Breathe. Why am I breathing again? I don't know if I need to breathe. Get any of them? I forgot a couple. Okay, I think that's right. I hear those words. I hear you words. Delicious mystery fluid. It's not so much a mystery as it is just blended up bartleberries. Like I said, delicious mystery fluid. I mean, yes, you're right. I feel like the perspective might be wrong here. I think I need to fix it. That's a little better. these sides might be different. Hysteria soup. That's good soup. It's a little better, I think. There we go. That looks a little better. It looks like he's actually, like, holding the tanks. You. Grind down. I don't think that was quite right. Right? No, I think it needs to be a more solid color down there. That's a trailer for The Boys season 4. I think this might be the Insanity season. It's gonna be so dark, Von Buki. My goodness. Like, I'm nervous because, you know, it kind of makes me a little queasy when things get a little too dark. But I know it's gonna be good. Also, hi, Ty. How are you? Gotta be pickle juice, right? Of course. Delicious pickle juice. What the fuck is that? Ah, that's why it's not showing up. I think I have it all colored in, right? Yeah. Alright, now for the shading. And give it a little texture. Alright, good so far, right? I love the depth that these two layers do. Looks so cool already. I still need to draw some faces on some of these berries. Yes, yes, I can make some of them screaming. Like your ball sack. Thank you, Von Buki. That's so sweet. You're technically complimenting Juju's ball sack, but the compliment is heard nonetheless. JoJo's if we're splitting hairs. True. Juju, since I came up with the design itself, did you want to come up with the story on how JoJo got here? Like, what led JoJo to get to this point? Let's give him some shiny titties. I will say, Juju, in the Goblin lore storyline, it's your character that actually invented the batteries in the first place. Because before, the goblins, the tech goblins just had to eat the berries like the fluff goblins did, like animals. And it just wasn't enough power. So we have JoJo here that invented the battery that helps the tech goblins survive longer. Animal. Well, for the fluff goblins, it doesn't matter as much. Their little biological bodies don't need that as many berries. Oh, it is still thunderstorming. Hold on. Alright, back to it.
I'm really good at making these really shiny tubes for some reason. Ugh, I do not want to have to shade every single one of these balls. I've got them all. Mostly. Good enough. So the other day at work, one of my coworkers who is apparently following me on Instagram mentioned my artistic works, and I didn't quite know how to respond to it, so I kind of joked along with it. But it's very awkward, your coworker talking about the tentacle porn that you draw. And so like, oh yeah, he's on my Instagram. Right. Also, I'm pretty sure at one point my, the owners of the store that I work at were following me, but I really hope they're not still following me. Smack them till they go away, honestly. If they are, they're seeing some things that they probably have never seen before. That's for sure. Jojo's research into Goblin battery technology drove him towards the edge of insanity. His craving for more power forced him into transforming his own body into one of the batteries that he developed. You know what, Juju? I didn't even realize that he was essentially a battery until just now. He even has the outlet plugs that would make him, like, a power source. I guess I just, like, subconsciously drew it. That's so funny. A battery queen. Ooh. He's a breeding kink? Oh wow, where did that come from? I mean, you know, I'm okay with it. Just curious. I guess we don't need people to explain their kinks. You're into what you're into, Jojo. Live your truth, Jojo. Use those plugged for something, right? I mean, I'm sure some of the other tech goblins ask him for some of his sweet, sweet battery juice. Poison electric. Ooh, there's not that many of those. Actually, I can only think of like one poison electric. And it's a fairly recent one too, is the crazy part. Toxicity. Exactly.
Oh, I thought that was a pig.
Exactly, Clay. Also, hi. Welcome in. But yeah, like, it's so weird that it took that long to come up with a poison electric type. Although I'm sure there are other type combinations that still don't exist, now that I'm thinking about it. I feel like I need to draw some like bubbles in the liquid, or like some kind of texture. Had a feeling it'd be in the steel category. Ooh, poison steel. Is there a poison steel Pokemon? Somebody Google it. Because I know steel is immune to poison. God, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think of one. Did I just big brain? Exactly. Like, I was trying to, like, in my head, I was trying to think of different combinations, and I'm like, do they have one of those? But that was quick. Think all that shading is done. Now I just need to add some small details. I need to do some little faces on the balls. Reva Vroom. I don't even know what that one is. Oh, it's new. So it took this long to do it. Reva Vroom. I have to look that up. I'm gonna be honest with you, didn't even know this existed. Some of the new Pokemon are the ones that are kinda like ones that I don't really know that well. Also, Clay, I think mixing a lot of things with normal, I bet you're gonna find a lot of things that don't have normal mixed in, because I feel like it's one of those ones that doesn't really get dual types for some reason. They don't use it very often like that, and when they do, it's always weird. Or am I mistaken? Am I talking out of my ass? Is normal something that's also mixed up with a lot of other things? It's possible. Speaking of Pokemon, there's a Corfish in chat. Good job on the catch, Juju. I feel like the nerd berries are going to be the ones that are screaming the most. But the nerd berries are always angry anyway, so... And as a nerd berry. Same. Then we have the golden berries. We have the uwu berries. We have the pink berries, the juicy berries as we call them. I'll draw some butts so you get your berry butts. I'm pretty sure these purple ones are the witch berries. Which are always nervous looking. These still goblin souls? No, these are the nerd berries. They're just their little stalks got taken off so that they don't get blended up with the berry meat. They don't have their little green stalks or their hats or anything. I'll put a couple of Cyclops berries in here. We don't see those too often. Excuse me, goodness. There we go. That adds some more details to them. Let me add some like bubbles and stuff to this. There we go. Need to also just draw some kind of discoloration. There we go. Now I've got it bubbling. Now I want to draw some more lighting effects. Let's draw some more metal effects on the arms. Right. And blur those. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to use a motion blur for those. And we'll lower the opacity. Do it one more time. There we go. And then one more metal layer. It's going to do a light leak. Oh, not the hiccups. I'm gonna soften up these lines. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm gonna do some color correction. I have to turn the title screen on to do that though, because I have to save.
Honestly, Usagi is a dumb bitch. Really?
Looking fine. I think the pink might do the best. Well, no, this Venice color might do some justice. No, I think it's the pink. Give it that pink undertone. It's killing them.
Oh, I like it when it gushes.
I mean, I feel like
They won't stop oozing.
The berries have faces, but I don't think they're sentient. At least in my mind, I don't consider the berries to be sentient. Plants are alive, how dare you. They're alive, but they're not sentient, Usagi. There's a difference. I don't think Jojo, I don't think Jojo cares if they are. He just wants to better all tech goblin lives, no matter what the cost. That's what I'm missing. Hold on.
I'm a rude whore.
I'm a rude whore.
Wait. This bitch is sour. Surprise, surprise.
Gushing wet noises and all. This is what I was missing. Speaking of which, that electrode got away.
Let me scoot this all down. Love the camel toe. It's beautiful, isn't it? See, Juju, I also have this this headcanon where he straightens up and like those are massive pecs and like he stands up on like actual feet. So when he stands up, he looks like this massive muscular like creature. But like he hides it underneath this like jacket that he has. So that's why it kind of looks like that. That's why I kind of drew it that way. Because those are actually like hugely ripped pecs. You didn't miss the reveal. You got it. It's all here. I'm still doing a little bit of shading on the tanks. Trying to find a good background color for this. Like yellow might be the one. But like a pale yellow. Maybe it just needs to be dark. Like this.
There we go. Now it's like he's standing in the dark, and the only thing lighting it up is his, like, electrical nodules. It's an epic looking photo. Root beer in one tank and Mountain Dew in the other. Yes, that is exactly what it is. How did you guess? Baja Blast. Yeah, it really did fit the vibe. Alright, Juju, what do you think of your Goblin evolution? It only took 3.5 hours. Not bad. It feels like a natural progression. Let's show off the original. Just so everybody sees the original. Not everybody may have seen it. So here is original JoJo. And then, oh, what's this? JoJo is evolving. Boop. Yeah. I could see the progression. Most excellent. Yeah, I like it. I like how it turned out. I can't wait to evolve more goblins or pre-evolve them. I want to hear him stomp. I think the pre-evolutions are going to be really cheap because it'll probably take me like 5 minutes to draw them. Not gonna lie, because you know, you've seen the Digimon pre-evolutions, right? Or like the baby Digimons. They're like a circle. I probably won't do it that simple, of course, because you know, I don't do things, you know, simple a lot. But like, I feel it would be a cute redemption. Be better than Digimon. Yeah, I will be. But it would be neat to line them up like a pre-evolution, a base goblin, and then a goblin evolution. It's just a baby. Ready to redeem the pre-evolution whenever you make it available. Okay. You guys will have to pay attention because I'm gonna make it off stream. And the next time I'm streaming, next Tuesday, of course, it'll be ready to go. So whoever gets to it first, gets to it first. So, you know, y'all just pay attention to it. And the evolutions do have a 7-day waiting period. So, you know, I think by the end of next stream, the evolution will be available again, but I just didn't want to delude, like, what do you call that? Deluge myself with a excess amount of goblin evolutions. I don't know if that's the right word, but I used it. So there are high, wait times, or what do you call those, cooldowns. There are high cooldowns on these, but you know, eventually whoever wants them can get them. Let's see, is there anybody on right now that we know? Ooh. There's a very expensive Darth Maul watch out. It's being advertised on Twitch. It's a Citizen Darth Maul watch for $361. That's fucking wild. Kinda want it. I don't really wear regular watches anymore, though, so I don't know. Anyway, I got distracted. Who's on right now? Mistress Kenna is on. Let me see. Oh yeah, they're playing 7 Days to Die. We want to go over there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set up a raid to Mistress Kenna, who is playing 7 Days to Die. It's a bit of a shift in mood, but I am a huge fan of 7 Days to Die and Mistress Kenna, so we're gonna head on over there. Our raid messages should possibly be in chat right now, so if y'all want to join me, feel free to copy and paste whichever one applies to you and join us. Say hi to Mistress Kenna. Again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I'm glad that we got to draw Juju's evolution. Juju's JoJo evolution. And I'm gonna send this to you after this, Juju, so you can have it. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. And of course, Justice, thank you for hanging out. Y'all have a good one, and I'll be back next Tuesday. Earl. I don't know if... Oh, my throat is so dry. Hold on. I feel like Josh is going to be streaming this Sunday, but I'm not sure. He has his new job coming up, so y'all just pay attention to the Discord. You'll see when either one of us is going to be streaming. All right. Bye, everyone. Love ya.